This is a security announcement. For passengers, please make sure they have their belongings on them at all times. Any unattended baggage will be taken by police and destroyed.
Music for Airports was the album that got me hooked to ambient music. This is where it all started and changed my life forever. Now, a day or two can go by without me hearing Brian Eno's masterpiece. But not just for me. This album also was the first to be published, labeled as ambient music, reaching a wider audience and significantly growing its influence. It's a marvelous piece of music, and I listen to it all the time. I always wonder how come it fits so well in different life situations. It's a music to relax to. You can use it as a background music for study and do house chores, or even listen to it in detail, discovering something new every time. You can really feel this music blends into your everyday life. Brian Eno, the mastermind behind this piece, published the album with some notes that provide us a hint. He said, "Ambient music is intended to induce calm and space to think. It must be able to accommodate many levels of listening attention without enforcing one in particular. It must be as ignorable as it is interesting." And just like that, these words inspired and continue to inspire millions of people. One day, in the mid-70s, Eno was delayed in an airport for hours. Bored and inspired, he came up for an album that would be played for airports to counteract the tension and anxiety of air travel. But it ended up being much more. Music for Airports was created using spliced tapes of different instruments, which through irregular loops produce an atmosphere very difficult to explain. Some of the words I use to describe it include ethereal, vast, calm, reflective, like floating out of yourself. In fact, Eno said in an interview, "I wanted to immerse people in a dreamlike state." The creative process started with Eno selecting and editing vocal, piano and synthesizer notes, converting them later into loops with different lengths, and then letting them play, repeat and recombine freely until this trance-like atmosphere was achieved. So you could truly say that there's an active and passive or random side to the composition. It's like Eno is the creator who plants the seed and the tapes do the rest. He called it generative music. But Music for Airports was far from an initial success. It was initially dismissed by critics, musicians, and even Eno's friends. In a 1979 review for Rolling Stone, the album was called self-indulgent and lacking of focus. It was only during the 90s that it started to gain more recognition and, in my personal opinion, was boosted by the nascent internet community. I see how Eno continues to thrive through the online community of YouTube, for example, where users post and share how his music provided company in different moments: birth, labor, study, cleaning the room, or relaxing from anxiety disorders. Brian Eno ended up doing a total of 4 albums under the Music for Airports saga, and a whole amazing discography that will define the ambient genre and many other styles. But that, my friends, is a story for another time. Now it's up to you. I would love to hear your thoughts on this album and on Brian Eno. Please like, subscribe and comment to keep this channel going. It really helps. See you next time.